Food. Yes. We're going to start here, though, with a murder trial 7 years in the making. A guy in Seattle just now facing charges that he murdered his own wife back in 2006.
Authorities saying he tried to cover his tracks but missed some critical details. ABC's Aditi Roy joins us with more. Good morning, Aditi.
Good morning, Bianna and Dan. Nicole Pietz's family says they have waited nearly 7 years to have their day in court. The prosecution says Pietz's husband strangled her to death in a fit of anger, while the defense argues there is little evidence to prove he killed her.
Till death do us part.
Little did Nicole and David Pietz know on their wedding day how true those vows would turn out to be. 7 years ago, Nicole was murdered, her naked body dumped in a wooded area outside Seattle. Now David's on trial for her death.
At some point, his temper boiled over and he strangled her to death.
The prosecutor argues the couple fought on the night of the murder. She says David wasn't happy in his marriage, had been caught cheating, and was upset about not getting promoted at work. And then there's a failed polygraph test and DNA evidence, which the prosecution says incriminates him. But his defense attorneys argue the findings are questionable.
And it's not going to show that David Pietz took Nicole's life.
Legal experts say the case will hinge on the prosecution's evidence.
There is no confession, there are no witnesses, there's nothing that directly ties the defendant to the murder.
Before he was an accused murderer, David seemed to be a concerned husband after Nicole vanished.
Try and focus on what we can do to be finding her so that we, so you don't let your mind go to the bad places.
It took police more than half a decade to gather enough evidence to arrest him. Nicole's family members say they feel deceived.
I think he deserves an Academy Award because he sure had us convinced.
Once a happy groom, now a murder suspect.
The trial will resume on Monday. Prosecutors say they'll focus on David's suspected infidelity. They'll also accuse him of spiking his wife's non-alcoholic drinks with ecstasy, despite the fact that she had been clean and sober for 8 years. Dan, Bianna?
Hopefully this can bring some closure for our family. Didi, I thank you.